Well, hello folks, and welcome to Northern Canada on a sunny summer's afternoon. Well, what have we got here? Well, you read the title. You know that this is a Whitworth replica made by Pedersoli. So let's take a close look. First things first. The ramrod goes all the way in. This gun is not loaded and it's safe to handle. Put the ramrod aside and let's put the rifle on the table where you can see it better. Okay, quick look at the lock plate. It says Whitworth Rifle Company, Manchester, and on the back of the lock plate there's the Whitworth crest, which is a crown and wheat sheath with a W underneath. Obviously a muzzle loading percussion rifle. I'm getting very modern. I've transferred from flintlocks to percussion. There's no safety on this gun. The safety position is the half cock, and the gun's in half cock right now. Let's go to the back. At this end we have a very elegant, nicely shaped brass butt plate, which I believe is the authentic shape. Some nicely figured, well finished wood. I very much like the wood on this rifle. Going forward we have a brass trigger guard. The barrel is browned and approximately 36 inches long. The prototypes I'd seen on the internet of this rifle had blued barrels, and I don't know which I prefer. This is quite nice, but personally I think I would have preferred blued, but I'm not complaining. The rear sight is a replica of the Enfield. In the low position it has settings for 400 yards, and then you tip it up and then I believe it goes up to 900 yards. I believe so anyway. I have to have a quick look at it to find out. 3 barrel bands, case hardened, brass nose cap, steel ramrod with a muzzle protector. The front sight is a globe sight with a post and bead. I'll show you that. If you can make that out. I believe they call this a Swiss type. Very similar to the Mortimer rifle, but it is cut away, so it allows a bit more light to get onto the target. I'll just quickly show you the other side of the rifle. Here we have the maker's name and the caliber, quite discreet. Over here are the 2 lock screws with their inserts, which I believe are quite authentic. And Whitworth patent is on the top of the barrel, and that's the only barrel markings. Put the gun back down. Just to prove it's a Whitworth, I'll show you the bore. Got a flashlight here, might show it up a bit better. I don't know if you can. Excuse me, I'm trying to hold my camera phone one-handed and do this, but I believe you can make out the hexagonal bore there. Still very greasy. I haven't cleaned it out yet. It's got the transportation grease in it. Haven't fired her yet. Yes, I mentioned the hexagonal bore, and why did Whitworth pick that as an idea? Well, he was an engineer, not a gun designer, and he thought that cut rifling was rather crude, and he came up with an engineer's solution, which was a hexagonal bore. So if this old socket represents the bore and this old bolt represents the bullet, he ended up reducing the diameter of the P53 Enfield bullet down to 451, retaining the same weight, which gave him approximately 3 times the length compared to the diameter. And then this was a reasonably loose fit within the barrel. And one of the benefits of this was, no matter how big the powder charge, the bullet will not skip the rifling like it would do in a cut rifling system. but would merely engage with the flats and go hurtling out the end of the barrel. So 1 in 20, 451 caliber, worked very well. It doubled the effective range of the rifle compared to the P53, and it also increased the energy. The penetration was nearly 3 times as much for a given range. Let's say that. Having said it's a hexagonal bore, I'm not going to use hexagonal bullets because hexagonal bullet molds are very hard to get a hold of these days. The old boys that used to make them have either passed on or retired or just got fed up with the whole thing. So what I'm going to use is this, which is a Lyman 457121 PH, which for many years has been the norm to be used in this rifle. This is the mold which shows the shape of the bullet. It's a multi-groove lubricated bullet, although I believe you can paper patch this to great effect. I'm not going to for now. I'm just going to persevere with this until I can find a hexagonal mold. It's an accepted way of doing it. It was used with target rifles in the mid-18th century, and even the Confederate snipers who used this kind of rifle to great effect in the American Civil War, even they used conical bullets, as well as the hexagonals that were supplied with the rifle. This particular kind of rifle is credited with being used to hasten the demise of 2 high-ranking Union generals, and became famous in that respect. What else can I say? Not a lot. It's a very well finished rifle. I like the wood very much on it. I got a couple of niggles. It's hand checkered, which you can tell. The line is not straight and it's not quite parallel to the top of the stock. It wasn't a cheap gun. I think Pedersoli could probably do a little better job there. And here we have a bit of play in side-to-side play in the trigger, which I can shim that pretty easily. I'm not really worried about that. But Mr. Pedersoli will probably do a little better than that. But anyway, I'm very happy to have this rifle. I think it's a well-finished, very nice-looking machine, and Pedersolis are usually very accurate, so I'm not expecting this to be any different. Another little niggle, while I'm at it, is I believe that Pedersoli could have put a set of a cleaning set within the, when they sell the rifle, with a hexagonal brass cleaning jag. I'm going to make my own, but that would have been a nice touch. And also, if Pedersoli would come out with a hexagonal bullet mold for this rifle, that would be a good thing too. So there we are. This is the Mortimer rifle. I believe it's a reproduction of a military target rifle, approximately 36-inch barrel, made by Pedersoli in Italy. I haven't seen a video on the internet yet, so this is probably going to be the first time you see it. It's a lovely rifle. I feel very fortunate to own this, and I hope that this video has been of some information to you. Anyway, take care of yourselves, look after one another. Happy shooting. See you next time. Bye bye.